First of all, I want to thank God for allowing me to do this video today. Um, 17 Brander, my boy Slick Southpaw, um, my other subscriber, much love, appreciate you. I wanted to jump it off the Sky Sports interview with Floyd Mayweather. It said, I asked him a question: should Ricky Hatton retire? And I guess from a boxer standpoint, he said what he felt would be better. Um, Ricky Hatton, do not retire. No, don't retire. Um, you know, was what I've done is I got a list of fighters who, if they would have retired, they wouldn't be in the positions that they either got in, because it's some past fighters, or that they are in now, current fighters. Um, and I just want to make it clear, I totally disagree with Floyd on that. You know, um, Ricky Hatton is so talented. You know, I mean, he can get in there, mix it up, excuse me, with a lot of, more talented, fighters. You know, I mean, sure, he could go start training or go and do other business, but at least give it another try. I mean, I think if you're gonna retire, Ricky, retire because you want to. If you're gonna stay, stay because you want to, not because the fans, and not because what other boxers say, and the trainers and your family. I mean, all that plays a part. The family part anyway. I don't know about the other, but retire because you want to. If you do retire, and I say that for any other boxer, any other person who doing whatever they're doing, you know. The Lord allow it, retire because you want to retire, not because you know any other people out there say you should. What I've done is I'm going to redraw off this list, and on this list here, really I got it in my mental now, but after I read you this list, and I'm going to read this list to you because I want you to know the boxers that people, I'm sure, told these guys to retire, and look at them now, okay? Or either look at their status now when they were boxing, okay? Um, uh, Miguel Cotto. People were like, "Oh, you're finished, Miguel. It's over." I love Miguel Cotto. Love seeing box, action packed. Or you're finished, Miguel. It's over. Don't box again. After his loss to Margarito, and what happened? Miguel Cotto comes back. You know, man, did a really nice job against the last fighter he fought from the overseas. So look at that. You guys told him to retire, and look what he came back and did. That's one. Um, Also, we got Sugar Shane Mosley. 5 losses. You hear me? Not one, not two, not three, not four. 5 losses. But yet and still, he is now the champ. People don't even want to fight him after what he did to Margarito. Look at his style. They say if they put Pacquiao in there with him, um, he would punish Pacquiao. What? This is the guy you guys calling number one. Pacquiao is. You know, you guys calling him number one pound for pound king. But you're also saying that if he gets in the ring with Sugar Shane Mosley, it's over. So, but wait a minute. Floyd Mayweather is telling Ricky Hatton to retire. And on top of that, Sugar Shane Mosley has 5 losses. This so-called guy you think should retire, you mean to tell me he can beat the pound for pound, and you don't want the pound for pound to get in with him because if he does, he's gonna beat him. But he has 5 losses, and you guys are scared to get in the ring with him. Okay, come on, man. Um, Look at that. Now he's a champ. Nobody wants to fight him. You know. Um, Pacquiao, after he took his 2 losses, I'm sure people were saying, "Hey Pacquiao, maybe this ain't it for you. This maybe you ought to retire." What happens? Now you guys consider him the pound for pound. So that's 3. That's 3. Got more. Cassius Clay, um, you know, lost. Got whooped. Come back. You guys consider him the greatest of all times. I mean, come on. Retire after 2 fights? Get real. All right, that's 4. Joe Louis lost. Hey Joe, maybe you ought to retire. Comes back, punishes the guy he lost to. Broke his ribs with 1 punch. Are you kidding? Retire? Are you serious? That's 5 fighters I mentioned. I mean, the list goes on. Bernard Hopkins. Come on. Come on, guys. Dude, come on now. Roy Jones. Remember when he lost those fights and came back? Became the champion? Bernard Hopkins. Whooped Pavlik. Didn't everybody went against him on that fight? Became the champion, but didn't get the belt because they didn't fight for the belt. But had he would be the champion right now. Beat Kazaki. I mean, come on, man. Kazaki's he has 1 loss on his record. Anyway, beat Kazaki. I mean, come on. Y'all saying that these guys should retire? Floyd Mayweather is saying Ricky Hatton should retire. Are you sick? If he retires, um, it should definitely be because he wants to. That's my opinion of Ricky Hatton. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to live with yourself. And if these other guys that I mentioned would have retired, they wouldn't have got those championships back. They wouldn't be in the guys who are still fighting wouldn't be in the positions that they are now. And you know, and the ones who aren't still fighting, they wouldn't have continued their legacy and status the way it is right now. So this is more of a dedication uh, show to Ricky Hatton, man. I think Ricky should fight again. Fight again, Ricky. I mean, why not? What the heck? Shoot, look at Pacquiao. He did. I mean, shoot. David Hay. I mean, he lost, but then he went on to become the unified. I'm talking about he lost 1 time and then went on to unify, not win 1 or 2 belts, not have a portion of it, like it is in the heavyweights. Everybody has a little piece and all that old bull crap. This guy got all the belts. He unified the division. There was nobody else to fight. I mean, and he lost. I'm sure people were saying, David, maybe you ought to hang it up. They were. Come on. There's evil everywhere. Not just in America, not in Britain. It's everywhere. People thrive on being negative to people because it builds themselves up sometimes, I suppose. But anyway, I mean, the list goes on about fighters who lost but came back to dominate and dominate the sport. Lennox Lewis lost. I mean, the list goes on, and he comes back dominated. I mean, come on, y'all. So anyway, man, this Boxing Takes LNG. I'll continue this on the next video.